Wagwan, brother. Noon seeing the sports time zone once again. I got my man Kev, LP in here with me. Heat fans, Knicks fans, about to take y'all in the sports time zone machine going back to 1999 with the Miami Heat versus the New York Knicks in Game 5. Let's not forget, this was a shortened season. There was only, I believe, 50-something games this season, and the first round was only the best of 5. Instead of the best of 7, this was the best of 5. And this is a Game 5 right here in the last few minutes of that fourth quarter, and we call this closing moment. And we take you back into the sports time zone machine, and we're going to run it from here, fellas.
Bring it on the reset. Ewing will shoot instead.
Patrick Ewing in the building. Talk about Patrick Ewing's post-up game. Patrick Ewing was almost automatic down there in the post usually. Whenever he got the ball and backed people down, like I used to be in fear for Patrick Ewing, man. How did y'all see Patrick Ewing being Knicks fans back in that era of the 90s?
Yo, man, Patrick was nice, man. That was my favorite player growing up, Patrick Ewing. So, I mean, he had he was like the best jump shooting center at the time. I mean, he had that fadeaway to the baseline, hook shot. You know, he was real nice, man. He was real nice with the jump shot. I mean, he was one before centers were really shooting jumpers. He was like the first jump center. So, yeah, man, Patrick Ewing was my favorite player growing up. Really, he was.
To me, I felt like Patrick Ewing was at the time because I didn't get to see the old school Knicks, you know, the Clyde and all that. I was not even thought of, you know, like, so when I seen Patrick, to me, he was like the god of New York, bro. You know, like the way that the vibes in New York was crazy when Pat was on the Knicks. You know, and it's sad because you don't get to see a lot of centers like that anymore. You don't see centers like David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Patrick Ewing. You don't see that anymore. So you kind of like cherish these moments because you don't get to see it, bro. It's rare. And now like Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid, but we haven't seen that in decades. So you know, to me this was
right. It's like almost the true center nowadays is almost like a dying breed. Like you got back to the basket centers are very rare. You got Joel Embiid, you got Joker, and then other than that, everybody else wants to shoot threes. To your point, Karl Anthony Towns, he's pretty much I think he won the 3-point contest before, something like that.
I mean, he's a great shooter, and that's kind of the way the NBA is going now, is jump shooting and threes to transform the game. I mean, you look at the Celtics, man, they jack up so many damn threes, man. Like, that's part of their whole system.
It is. So in this particular game, it's a close game, 69-67. This is an elimination game. Tim Hardaway kicked it out. That PJ. Hey, PJ had a little jump shot too.
Yo, pause that real quick. Cause yes, PJ Brown had that nice little midi, but everybody was quiet about Oakley. Oakley had a nice little mid-range shot.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people don't talk about Charles Oakley, bro. Charles Oakley would hit that little 10-foot mid-range shot, bro.
Consistently.
Yes.
Yeah. Even a 15-footer, Oakley would just come out at the elbow and knock that corner jumper all day. Charles Oakley was real nice. He had a nice little step shot. He just boom, and he just let it go.
Man.
And looking at I'm glad you froze it right here, Kev, because this is a very, very telling screenshot of the way that this game played out as I remembered it. At the top of the key, we got Allen Houston. At this time, one of the best shooters in the league from mid-range, from three-pointer. He was one of the best shooters in the league at this time. Defending him we got an aging Dan Marley. This is Dan Marley towards this wasn't the prime Phoenix Suns Dan Marley. This was the Dan Marley who was a little bit older in age. He wasn't really slow, his feet weren't that fast. And to me, Dan Marley wasn't that great of an on-ball defender. I think he was more of an in-the-lane defender. He would pick you off if you threw a pass in the lane or whatever. He would do that. But I mean, this is
to be honest with you though, he was up there in age, but he gave Allen Houston fits, bro. Because if you really go back to that game, Allen Houston did not have a great shooting night.
Okay, well, this is why we're in the time zone machine right now, Kev. So we're gonna run it and see how things matched up. I see Patrick Ewing, I see Kurt Thomas, I see PJ Brown, I see Alonzo Mourning, Allen Houston pull up mid range. I mean, that's filthy.
Money.
You see how he lined them up first, though.
Yeah.
He lined them up first.
Lined them up. But Dan Marley wasn't like.
Patrick Ewing with the back down, turnaround fade.
Yo, wow, man.
Tim Hardaway, Tim Hardaway to me is still the best point guard in Miami he's ever had, in my opinion.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that.
I agree with you on that too.
Chris Childs is always starting with people, yo. He was talking back and forth with Tim Hardaway this whole game. I remember it. Like, they was talking to each other up and down the court. Here's the lineup. Two left-hand dribbles, pull up, jump shot in your mouth. So you would think at this point, I'm thinking at this point, all right, Pat Riley, just to your point, Kev, all right, he was giving Allen Houston fits. But at this point right here, where this is the fourth quarter and now you're getting close to crunch time, Allen Houston clearly figured something out with Dan Marley. Two dribbles to the left, stop, pull up, J. Look at Dan Marley's head as he's walking back to the sideline. This is important, fellas. Dan Marley, he's demoralized at this point because now he's like, this tied up the game in the fourth quarter when it's been back and forth all game long. So, in a way, this is kind of a tone-setting moment for the game, but we're going to continue. All right. Last burn, 6 out. That's free. It's free with the. Yeah, that was free. Terry Porter. Yeah, Terry Porter was on that team. Again, look at how we're lined up here, fellas.
Yeah.
You see who got caught on that? Like, I like the matchups everywhere. But you guys ran a lot of ISO. Y'all ran a lot of ISO.
Whole lot of ISO.
Allen Houston, man. Allen Houston was it.
Well, this is the matchup right here. That's Patrick Ewing backing down. Alonzo. Hey, Zoe with the defense. I think Zoe was the better defender than Patrick Ewing. I think they were pretty evenly matched overall, but who do y'all think was the better defender between them two?
I don't know, man. I feel like Pat was a great defender, man. Like, he wasn't, that team but that team that we had, they were built around defense, you know what I mean? So, that could have possibly helped Patrick Ewing, become a better defender.
Agreed.
I think, Patrick was on the tail end of his career right there in 99. Yeah. So this is he's been in the league since 84. So Alonzo is a younger player. So I'll probably have to say at that point of their career, probably Alonzo is the better defender. And Patrick Ewing's always been known for defense.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you see what just happened there? In today's NBA, that's a foul.
Yeah, I know.
In today's NBA, that's a foul. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But in the NBA of back then, that's a play on.
Oh yeah, that's a play on for sure.
Good job.
That's just a play on.
Good job.
So,
you know, they were able to play way more physical back then than now.
way more. All right.
And then a lot of people didn't shoot the three ball nearly as much as they do now. And this
Not
is not
nearly as much.
nobody
Everything
shooting.
It was everything from the 3-point line within. Didn't mean to cut you, LP, but yeah, again, look at where the center. These are the centers from the 90s. Patrick Ewing has the ball against. I'm sorry, Zoe has the ball against Patrick Ewing right here, and look at where Zoe starts his move from. It's basically 2 steps outside of the paint. So everything was operated inside. Nowadays, these plays start from way out in the perimeter. Like, these centers don't even be down here, and they duck the smoke. Like,
everybody, a lot of these cats duck the smoke.
They duck the smoke. This is best on best right here. This is my best center against your best center. My star player against your star player. Nowadays, the best don't even defend the best no more. Like, they be on switches and stuff, and if they get caught on a switch, then maybe they'll defend them. But back then, Zoe and Patrick Ewing went at it.
Yeah, I think they played more man on man back then than now.
Go with the bucket and Pat's face right there on the baseline. I know y'all nigga fans travel well, but in this game we showed up. We showed up in that arena.
2-point game. 5.5 minutes they went.
Pretty well. Is that Mashburn is on him?
Hold on,
Well, that was Terry Porter. That's Chris Powell for 3.
I love it.
Oh man. Go back to Alonzo. Go back to Alonzo. Matt.
Hey, mama.
Thomas guilty of the foul. Jamal Mashburn took it to.
Yo, Mashburn was a beast at Kentucky. He was Kentucky, right?
He was. Yeah, he definitely was. Yeah, he was nice at Kentucky.
Who did he play for before he came to Miami? Was it Charlotte or I think.
Well, he started his career with the Mavericks. It was the 3 days. It was Jimmy Jackson, Jason Kidd, and Jamal Mashburn. They were called the 3 days in Dallas. That's where he got drafted to. But I don't know who he was with right before Miami. It might have been because Charlotte man came after Miami, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you're right. And like Kev was saying, man, about Oakley, I'm gonna say that about Mashburn. I don't think Mashburn gets his due credit, yo. Like he could get buckets, and then he was an all-around scorer. He was to me was one of the first 3-level scorers in the 90s. Like, who could get to the basket, he could hit the mid range, and he could shoot the 3. He was one of the first 3-level players, because back then it was more specialist than anything. Like, you were a specialist, you could shoot this, you could shoot that, or you this. But he was the first guy who could do like a little of everything that I remember from that era.
The new arena opens up for Miami next year. If this is the last playoff game in this arena,
the crossover, and then he had the left hand too. Left hand. He was trying to finish with the left. So he was very versatile.
Also, Mashburn is originally from New York, though. So he's from the Bronx, I think. So
I think he is.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, he's a New Yorker. That I do know. He is from New York.
And Jim Gray
was telling me today he did the interview with the piece, and he cried all the way through. He said it's one of the saddest interviews he's ever done. Jim Gray.
And he was a good free throw shooter. He made a free throw too.
Dateline and Atomic Train tonight on NBC. After 2, game 5.
All right.
3:42 left.
What are we looking at now? 1-point game with 3 minutes left in the game. It's a 1-point game here, and look how low scoring our games were. Like
I know.
72
That's
points.
no 3-point shooting.
That's what you call.
Not that many.
That's what you call. But that's what you call defense. They actually play defense,
That's
bro.
right.
Yeah.
And see, today's NBA, they want to run up the score. You know, they want to see more scores, more action. This is great defensive basketball. This is great.
Yo, with 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, and nowadays it's like 145 to 120 or something.
Yeah,
That's true, yo. That's true. See, there's Dan Marley with the steal. That's to me what Dan Marley was good at. That's what, to me, that was his strength right there. He played the passing lanes better than anybody that we had on that team at that time. You know what I ain't like too much about this game too? I was gonna pause. Tim Hardaway wasn't, as we got into the fourth quarter, he wasn't that aggressive to me. I remember him being real passive, and I don't know if I don't know if him and Chris Childs was, I don't want to say Childs took him out of his game, but he wasn't the attack aggressive Tim Hardaway. He was giving the ball up a lot. Like I noticed that. Look at him. He's like, he's not even really looking for the ball.
Yo, hold on 1 second, chill. I gotta answer this. I'll be right back. My bad.
Yeah, handle that. Me and LP got it. But yeah, LP, I didn't notice Tim Hardaway wasn't that aggressive. Look, another steal. In today's NBA, that's a foul.
Yeah, he was deferring. He was deferring a lot in this game, Tim Hardaway. He wasn't looking for his shot. He wasn't trying to get to the basket. He's just kind of, just trickling the offense, trying to get Alonzo in. I don't know. That's the role he was doing.
Now we got numbers here. It looks like we got numbers now, and we're moving Hardaway with the starting the break. Let's see if he attacks, because the normal Tim Hardaway in a situation like this, he's going straight to the basket. Let's see what happens. See my point?
Turnover right there.
He gave it right to Chris Childs.
And getting tight.
Look at the turnovers. 13 turnovers we had in this game. And those turnovers by Hardaway. He was so passive. Larry Johnson. Come on, man. How do we allow that to happen? I'm just saying, how did we allow this to happen? Look, Mashburn, you got to give a better effort than this, Jamal. Look how easy this was for Larry Johnson. Over it, bro.
A lot of people don't know, man. Larry Johnson was undersized. He wasn't smaller than height goes.
Yo, Larry Johnson had a crazy. He was balling even with Charlotte before he got to New York. He was a beast.
Oh no, he was nice before he got the back injury that reduced his career, and then he got to New York. He was nice, man. I mean, he had a nice post game, real strong, and that's another Texas cat. I think he's originally from Dallas, Skyline High School, but he's cold though, man. See, that was one of Mashburn's points, so he wasn't the best defender though. He's a triple threat player, pass, dribble, shoot, but he wasn't one of the best defenders though.
That was his one knock. Hey, yo, Kev, you missed the little play that we just showed. I'm gonna run it back for you.
Okay.
This is your boy. This is your boy Jamal. I'm sorry. This is Jamal with the poor defense, but. Here we go. Tim Hardaway with the turnover that starts it. Right, that's to Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson with the defense gets it over to Chris Childs, right? Childs comes, sets it up, and watch. Right after Larry Johnson just made a defensive play, watch what he does. This is on Jamal. That was slick. Larry Johnson, he had a wicked, that spin move, it was always there for him. That was always there for him. All right, now this Alonzo coming back. Let's go, Joe. Come on now. Get it together. Right over Patrick. Right over Patrick Ewing. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on now. It's 75 to 74 with under 2 minutes left in a closeout game. Good time. Is that time? Who was that?
There have been 4 lead changes.
Oh, I don't know who that was.
Who just missed that shot? That's Charlie Ward? That was Charlie Ward.
I'm like super delayed, so I can't really tell.
They're going to milk the clock
Okay.
with that 10, and then they're going to
25 to 24.
Morning trying to use
Long
this
the
quick
ball.
Morning forced almost out of bounds and a shot clock
Shot clock.
Morning waited too long.
Man, y'all defense stepped up right there.
Yeah, man, Nick.
Yeah, nah, listen.
How do we end up with a
Yo,
shot
man.
clock violation, yo?
I don't think they had Anthony Mason at that time. I don't think he was with us at this time. Anthony
Nah,
Mason.
I'm trying to
I
figure
don't
out
think
how
we
we-
had Anthony Mason.
Because they traded them to Charlotte to get LJ. That's what happened.
Yeah, right,
This is
right.
crazy.
They
A shot
traded
clock
them.
violation. That was ridiculous. I don't
When
even.
he made his move,
I'm still baffled over the fact that we had a shot clock violation in a 1-score game with 2 minutes, like a minute left. Come on now.
Miami leads by 1. New York has the ball. Taking down for the 1-minute mark.
This matchup right here. How many times have we seen Alonzo and Patrick matched up against each other? This is clutch moments. This is when the game is on the line. Your best players are demanding the ball. You notice how many times Patrick Ewing touched the ball every time the Knicks have a possession. And the same thing
That's how
for
it
Alonzo.
is. Franchise player got to touch the ball. They got to get them involved. It's always like that.
And they're guarding each other every
Yeah.
single time.
Yep, not no switch or none of that.
None of that. Straight up.
Fakes, fires, no good. Rebounded by
Okay, that was a good
was
shot.
immediately hammered by Charlie Ward.
Box all over.
The little plays.
All over the place, right?
Terry Porter and Dan Farley. Steals, great defense, diving for the
This is
ball.
great defense, though. This is great defense. This is defensive player of the year defense.
Man, man, this,
A season of frustration on the brink here of elimination. Can't get one to fall. Ewing has 20 points, but he's
Charlie
over
Ward,
3 over the last 7 minutes.
4 fouls. He didn't really have a good game, did he?
nah, he didn't.
Oh,
But he
Porter has
produced
eaten
though.
these situations alive. He's been a terrific clutch free thrower. How
these free throws
we approach
are
these
clutch right here.
get one advantage.
These are
8.5 seconds left. Porter has given the Heat a 2-point lead. And coming up, another from Salt Lake City, the Utah Jazz hosting the Sacramento Kings.
dang, that takes you back. Look at old State White Chocolate and John Stockton.
You know better than anybody.
John Stockton.
This is a guy who put his body
This takes us back, man. The 90s to me was the best. That was my favorite era of basketball.
Terry Porter with 2 clutch free throws. What an off-season acquisition by Pat Riley. Some criticize Riley for maybe standing pat. He picked up 1 major addition.
So Terry Porter made the clutch free throws. It's 74-77. We up by 3.
Wow. That's by 3 and how much? 47 seconds?
Yeah, like 47. So you would think at this point, I was feeling so good right now. I remember watching this game that I was feeling so good right now.
Man, I bet you were. I bet you were. I bet you were.
Man, I was like young. I was what? Around this time, I think I might have been 19, maybe about 19 years old, 20. So I was like really in my young basketball mode back. I was feeling so good right now at this point of the game. I'm like, yo, we gonna eliminate the Knicks. This is a game 5. We at home. We gotta send them packing. This I was feeling great.
You probably thought it was over. You probably thought it was over.
I did. So those of y'all at home that's watching this, like the young fans, it's never over until it's over. And I know y'all know that, but this game is living proof. Because here we go, Patrick Ewing at the free throw line. He was always clutch at the line, though.
Oh yeah, he was nice at the line all the time.
He was always clutch at the line.
Yeah, man,
That was actually a bad. That was actually a bad foul by Alonzo.
Yeah,
I agree. That was a horrible
down
foul.
by one. Down by one with
the lead is 1-1. Why would you foul a good free throw shooter? Like you said, Kev, that was horrible.
Right. Yeah.
That was a bad foul by Joe, for sure.
39.7 seconds left. We got a 1-point lead. All we got to do is convert and stop. Like one stop and one bucket. One stop and one bucket.
1 point lead.
Hardaway, what is that? What is that?
Yeah. That was, man, I don't know what that was.
What are we talking
it kind
about?
of lagged on mine. We kind of lagged on mine. I couldn't see it.
Okay.
Yeah, he turned over the ball. It looked like he turned over the ball.
I'm gonna run it back for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna run it back because I want to see what happened myself. I need to see this. We got a 1-point lead. Terry Porter, why is Terry Porter handling the ball, first of all? He shouldn't be handling the ball.
Oh my God.
What was that? Latrell Sprewell now.
I'm out in New York, baby. I know.
What are y'all feeling at this point of the game?
Yo,
I mean,
I'm feeling
I'm
man.
like, yeah. Go ahead, LP. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yo, nah, man, I'm feeling like we're gonna win this game now. That we got a chance. I remember I was watching this game, and I was like, yo, we gotta win it now. They messed up. We're gonna win it now. That's how I was feeling. We gotta win.
I was shitting myself right now.
Well, you know, me personally,
you,
I was kind of nervous, right? Because if you look at the numbers and the stats, guys were not shooting the ball well in that game. You know what I mean? Allen Houston didn't have such a great game in that game. So,
True.
I was just trying to figure out who's gonna take the shot. You know, who's gonna take the shot to win us this game, bro? Because nobody had a great game other than Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean? So that's what my mind thought. That's what my mindset was. Who's gonna take us to this next round?
You know why? The reason why I was at this point, I was shitting myself because, and I love doing these things and these freeze screens because when we freeze pictures, they tell a lot. And this frozen picture that we're looking at right now, our point guard Tim Hardaway, look at his head, look at his body language.
The shot,
he
shot.
He just turned the ball over, and now he's giving the opponents an opportunity to come back. And then look at the Knicks players. Look at Larry Johnson. Look at Charlie Ward and Sprewell's body language. Look at Pat Ewing. These guys are up and alert. They're like, yo, we about to win this shit.
Yeah.
You can see it all in this freeze frame right here. It tells a million words just by running that. So, yeah, at this point, when I saw Tim Hardaway walking away with his head down like that, yeah, I knew something. I knew, and then here we go. Like, again, freeze it. Freeze it. I like the matchups everywhere except for one place. Dan Marley on Allen Houston at the top of the screen, top of the key. I know what Kev said. I know Kev, you know, Allen Houston ain't been having a good game. Marley has been frustrating him. But that last possession, He had just got through cooking Dan Marley. I remember we just about 2 frames ago or 3 frames ago, he just cooked Dan Marley on a 2-step jump shot, and Dan Marley's head had dropped. Pat Riley, as a coach, you've got to recognize this and say, all right, you know what? Let's run a zone, or let's get the ball. Let's not let Allen Houston do it because he scored too easily on Dan Marley last go round. So or put Jamal Mashburn on him, and then bring in somebody, Terry Porter or somebody to defend Spree. But this is what Pat Riley chose to do.
Sprewell being defended by Porter. Here's Sprewell.
This is Sprewell on Terry Porter.
15 seconds.
So Jamal Mashburn wasn't even in the game. Now, I know he's not that great of a defender, but Terry Porter's defense on Sprewell was great. That was a hell of a defensive play.
Yeah.
4 seconds to shoot. And 4 points.
Look at a young Pat Riley.
Yeah, man. Just getting on with the Heat after leaving the Knicks.
Yeah, and he did it via fax too. That was crazy. Hold up.
Wow.
Wait a minute. Let me rewind this just a little bit here. All right, this last sequence is important. Terry Porter almost came up with the steal, but he didn't get the steal. So now the ball goes out of bounds, and it's the Knicks basketball with 4.5 seconds left in the game. It's 77-76 with 4.5 seconds left in the game. No timeout. No timeout.
No timeout, baby.
I'm here fucking pissing on myself at this point of the game. I'm like, please, there's no timeouts. Please, let's just, number one, not foul them and put them at the line. And number two, do not let Allen Houston get the ball. Everybody else is a lot. Zoe has been playing good defense on Ewing. It's been well. PJ Brown has been doing his thing. Terry Porter, he just almost got a steal. I'm comfortable everywhere except for one place, and that's right here.
Oh, man.
I'm not comfortable right here. I'm not comfortable with this. Pat Riley, as soon as I saw this, I started getting nervous because Pat Riley, this should never happen. But let's run the blood clot thing.
The blood clot.
Oh, game time, money time. Here it is, baby. Oh! Yes, sir. Look at Rick Brunson over there. Rick Brunson on the bitch. Rick Brunson.
Man, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to torture myself. Because why? I don't know. I'm just going to... I can't believe this happened. I really can't believe this whole sequence happened.
Yeah.
That was not a good set. The Knicks have to get themselves 2 chances to tie or win the ball game. Triangle usually means something for Ewing. Allen Houston comes under.
How did that happen? Look how easily he got past. He didn't even give him a chance to set his feet.
And two-way with the ball bouncing like that, that took it off more time because it didn't just go straight in. It kind of, had to bounce in a little bit.
That's ridiculous.
I see a lot of disappointed Heat fans.
This is horrible. This is where my real hatred for the New York Knicks started. Right here. I still, to this day, and then Allen Houston goes and punches the air. Why did he have to do that?
Sir.
What was that?
And
why he got to go and do this? Like,
And hey, and you know that's our second home, baby. That all the New Yorkers come to Miami. That every time the Knicks came into town, mad Knicks fans in Miami. Even to this day, still big New York fan base in Miami. New York and Atlanta, that's our home, man. That's our home. Atlanta and Miami, that's our second home.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all wonder why I talk so greasy about the New York Knicks, this is it right here. And I mean, to this day.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this. This is karma for what Pat Riley did to us. Okay?
That's right, Kev. That's right. Tell him, Kev.
This is karma for what Pat Riley did to us. Because you went and you quit on us, you left to go play with it, to go coach the Heat, and then look what happened.
Yep,
there you go, man.
Exactly.
The grass ain't always green on the other side, bro.
Man,
no, sir. And I know he's getting ownership of the team. That's because the Knicks weren't going. I said this before. The Knicks weren't going to give Pat Riley ownership of the team, and that was why he even left. But it is what it is, bro.
Yo, this right now is permanently etched in my mind. But Allen Houston, I mean, he was one of those guys. LP, you said you got a chance to meet Allen Houston before, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I met Allen Houston this year, 2024, when the Knicks were playing the Pacers in the playoffs. When the previous NBA season just ended in May, I was in the Indianapolis airport flying back to Austin, and Allen Houston was coming out the gate that I was going into. And he was just chilling, man. Like, nobody even looked like they recognized who he was. He was just walking, chilling. And I was like, yo, Allen. And then he had like his AirPods in his ear. He turned around, and then I think he was talking. He was talking on the phone to somebody. He's like, "Hold on."
I would have definitely recognized him. I probably would have been as nice as you were, but
well, I'm a fan. You're not a fan, but I'm a fan. And then
I know you are. No, I mean, I would have showed love. I would have been like, yo, and knowing me, I would have had on a Miami. Whenever I'm traveling, I got on Miami gear, so. He would have immediately recognized, and I would have been like, "Yo, Allen, man, why? Like, why the punch? Like, why the like?"
He probably would have laughed. He probably would have giggled and laughed at that.
You gotta understand, right? You gotta understand. I'm having a terrible game. This is game 5, right? This is game 5, and I'm not having the game I think I should have. You know what I mean? So here I am, seconds left to win the game, and I knocked down the shot to win the game. I'm throwing. He was nice. He threw one punch in the air. I would have been throwing all kind of combos.
Oh man, I've been throwing. Yeah, absolutely, Kev. Yo, Kev, absolutely. That's real talk right there.
Like, me as a competitor, I would have been talking shit to all the people and all the fans, like all that. I would have went ballistic, bro. Because this is you got to remember, like, this is history, right? It's history. Yeah. This is a playoff game. And then you got to remember,
too, and this is the only 8-seed team to go to the final. Only 8
I was just about to say that. A team that we was not even supposed to make the playoffs, bro.
Yeah. And don't forget, again, this was the shortened season. Also, another. Go ahead, LP.
No, like you said, hey, I was just to your point. The shortened season, the lockout season, and boom, the only 8 teams to this day, even though they have all this playing stuff now. But the only 8 teams to make it to the finals till this day.
You also know in that year, a lot of people don't know. Here's a fun fact: in that 1999 season, Master P actually walked on to the Hornets, and then
I remember that year.
And he scored a bucket in an NBA game. He scored a bucket. Master P.
I remember that.
2 points in an NBA game.
Now, was that a preseason game or a real regular season game? Because I thought it was only on a preseason squad.
I thought that was a real regular season game.
I think it was.
I'm
I
not
think it
gonna
was
look
regular
that up.
season. We got to look it up. Yeah, we'll fact check on that, and I have Q look into it as well. But regardless, Master P scored a bucket in the NBA game, whether it's whatever season, he scored a bucket. So, and also in that season, y'all went on to win that series, obviously against us, and then you went on to make it to the NBA Finals and play against the San Antonio Spurs with Avery Johnson and Tim Duncan and David Robinson and Bruce Bowen.
Not Avery Johnson. Yeah, little left Avery. Oh man, but see,
they beat y'all. How many games did that series go?
5. It went to 5. They beat us in 5 games, 4-1. So they almost swept us. But man, that San Antonio team, I mean, and see, we're talking about big men. This is getting the ball down low. You got a young Tim Duncan who came in the league in 97, so he's 2 years in the league. David Robinson, 2 years in the league, so he got to San Antonio in 89. And then you got an older Patrick Ewing, no excuses, Marcus Camby, and then I don't even think Patrick plays in the finals. He gets hurt and doesn't play in those finals. He doesn't play in those finals when they make it to the finals. They just have Marcus Camby and LJ. That's it. We didn't even have Patrick for the finals against the Spurs because he had some kind of I don't know, it was a injury or something. But after that Heat series,
I think it was a hand injury, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but
some kind of injury.
I don't think nobody was beating the Spurs that year though. Like that Spurs team was special. That was. They
were tough, man. They were tough in all positions. I mean, you got Duncan and Robinson, man. That's right there. That's it. Because Avery Johnson was the best point guard.
I think it was like we won game 3, and I think we could have won the last game 5. We only lost by 1 point.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. We could have got it to game 6. And again, this is Latrell and Allen Houston. That's it. Just
even though y'all beat us, I was actually rooting for y'all to beat the Spurs at the time because I just wanted it to look like, okay, well, if we get knocked out of the playoffs, at least we got knocked out by the team that eventually won the championship. So I was rooting for your Knicks, but y'all came out short against them, and they did their thing. But either way, man, the 90s, a dope decade.
Yes, sir. The best decade in the game, man. The 90s is the best decade. I don't care what nobody say. That's the era right there.
All around, in sports, in music, in entertainment, in movies, everything to me in the 90s was the best. So that's why we here again at the Sports Time Zone doing our thing. Oh man, but this was a dope journey that we did. Went back into the Sports Time Zone machine. Y'all drop in the comments any thoughts that y'all have. If y'all actually remember that game, Knicks fans, Heat fans, just sports fans at all. And also, if y'all have games that y'all recall that had crazy endings and crazy finishes that y'all want us to review, y'all drop it in the comments also. All right, so make sure y'all do that. Go for it.
I got one that I would love to do.
What you got? Which one
Time Zone? Well, my man Time Zone Dave. I want to go back to that Ohio State game versus Michigan, baby. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm putting that down right now. Baby. Ohio State versus Michigan. Yeah.
That's what I want to go
to. You're a Michigan fan, right, Kev? You're a Michigan fan, right?
Man, bro. I've never been to Michigan in a day of my life, right? But I actually shout out my brother because I became a Michigan fan because of him. I just remember I was in the crib one day and he's watching football and I'm like, man, what really caught my eye was their uniform. Was their uniform. I was like, yo, I fell in love with their uniform, bro. I was like, yo, that's a dope ass uniform. And then I kept watching them play, and I was like, yo, I really like this team. You know what I mean? And
Dave,
that from there on, I just been a Michigan fan ever since, man.
Yeah, Michigan is one of those schools, man. They got a storied history. And they dope, baby. Yeah, time zone, Dave. So we got you. And Dave, you got to be here for that one. We're going to have Dave on here. We're going to have my man Kevin coming back. And we're going to do that game. We're going to do that one.
Yeah.
You're welcome to pull up, too.
But if y'all ever do a Florida State game, y'all got to put me in there. I've been a Florida State fan since 9-3. Charlie Ward, when he was the Heisman Trophy winner, and won the national championship. 9-3. That's always been my team. Even though they're trash right now, but I'm still Florida State all the way. Florida State.
I got the game in my mind too that we're gonna do Florida State versus Miami. Wide left. I know you remember. Yeah. I gotta get some get back after watching my Miami Heat just take that L. I'm gonna bring you back on here, and we're gonna watch your Florida State Seminoles in the championship game against my Miami Hurricanes. We're gonna do it.
Boys from Miami, man.
I want to talk to you about. I know I want to throw it off, but I'm really hoping that my New York Giants draft Cam Ward, baby. We got to make this happen.
Kev, I hope the Giants get Sanders though, man, for the quarterback, man. Deion Sanders' son.
I like it. I like him. Listen, my problem with Shedeur Sanders is not that he's a bad player. I think he's a good player, right? But it's Deion Sanders to me. You know, if things don't go right, Deion Sanders is gonna create a whole problem with the New York Giants, and I just don't want to go that route, bro. Yeah, it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama. He's very like he you know how Deion is, man. Like, and that's his son, and you gotta understand that. But the reason why I like Cam Ward, man, he's like under the radar. Nobody, people sleeping on Cam Ward, and we're not getting none of that nonsense that comes with the baggage. Cause Deion Sanders, I'm telling you, bro, he's gonna create a whole problem, and I don't want to go through that. I really don't. Yeah, we already going through something now. We don't need to none of that.
Well, but you know what, Kev? I gotta say this real quick. I don't know, man. I mean, because it's the NFL. I mean, he's coaching in Colorado. What could he do to interfere with Shedeur going to the Giants, though? It's not really nothing he can say.
He don't want Shedeur Sanders to go to the Giants. That's the thing.
He could pull Eli Manning and be like, "Yo, I'm not going here." And then, like, remember how Eli even ended up getting to New York?
Yeah, because he got drafted by San Diego at first, and then his dad said, "We don't want him in San Diego. We want him in New York." And that's how it happened.
Deion has that kind of power?
Oh no, Deion do.
I think that, and that's my thing. I don't want that. Like, the media in New York. Listen, the media in New York is a whole different animal from all these other states. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I don't think Deion wants that for his son. Like, he knows.
I don't think
New
so
York
either.
Right.
He played for.
Go through that.
It's the media capital of the world, as you all know.
And it kills me. That kills me about Deion Sanders. For God's sakes, you played for the Yankees.
Yes, he did.
You played for the Yankees. So I don't understand why playing in New York will be a big problem for you. You know what I mean? But that's where that's.
No. I'm with you, Kev. I think it would be good for Shedeur, man. Honestly, man, New York is a sports city. It's a big sports city. I mean, for him, but I know it ain't gonna happen though, because the Marv family. And I hate to say this, man. They don't. In the Giants' history, they've never, ever, ever had a black quarterback ever playing in the New York Giants. The only black quarterback that ever played for the Giants was recently. And that's that quarterback for the Seattle when he was backing up Eli. What's his name? The Seattle quarterback?
Oh man.
Right.
Geno.
Forgot his Geno Smith. Geno Smith.
Yeah. He's from Miami. Geno's from my neighborhood too, by the way. Shout out to Geno Smith in the 305.
He's the only black quarterback that ever played for the Giants. So I know the Marv family
Well,
probably
no,
ain't gonna
no,
draft.
and this kid that we just had him last year. We lost him to the Jets. I forgot his
Oh,
name.
I know you're
Something
talking
Taylor.
about. Yeah, that's the second
Tyrod.
one. Who you're talking about? That's the
Tyrod
second
Taylor.
one.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor. Right.
Yeah.
Tyrod, second one.
Shout
He's
out to
the second one.
Tyrod Taylor. He got his ex-girlfriend won't move out his house. Tyrod Taylor got 2 athlete baby daddies, and his girlfriend, or his ex-girlfriend rather. I did an episode about that. He finally got her up out of there. He had to sue her to get her up out of there while she got having babies with other athletes. It's crazy. Oh man.
Crazy.
Oh wow.
Bottom line is the New York Giants definitely need to draft a quarterback of some sort. So we'll see what happens with that. We're gonna keep our eyes on that going forward.
Yes.
Again, man, we're gonna get out of here now. I want to send a special salute to my man TZ Dave, who's not here with us, my producer Q to Beat. Also, Kev and the entire Knicks and Ish staff. Salute to all of y'all.
Appreciate
Kev,
y'all.
go ahead and throw out that YouTube page for Knicks and Ish for the New York Knicks fans that's gonna be watching this video that might want to check y'all out.
Yeah, just follow us on Knicks and Ish. We on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. We on a couple of other, platforms that you can follow us on and subscribe, man. Subscribe, share. If you a Knicks fan and you like and you we do the recaps every after every game. And just follow us, man. We here.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
real
I gotta
dope
jump on there,
content.
Kev. I gotta support it, Kev. It's Knicks and Ish, right, Kev? I gotta start following.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Knicks,
send you the link. I'm gonna send you the link so that you can jump directly on and y'all could politic there. This is what we do at the Sports Time Zone. We bring fans together. I bring fans together of all walks in the world. Brother, I know I'm saying out in building. Yo, again, appreciate you guys for coming through. Thank all of my viewers. We still running it up. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all get me to 3,000. We're trying to get to 3,000. And we have a special episode coming up real soon. Our 1-year anniversary. That's right. We are 1 week away from the Sports Time Zone's 1-year anniversary. And we will have a special Super Bowl edition of the show as we did last year. And I want everybody to be there. We're going to have smokes. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have whatever y'all looking for. We're going to have it. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Once again, for my man Kev and my man LP, New York in the building, and also Heat Nation, Miami in the building, Brother Numse in the Sports Time Zone, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.